Good morning. I am Malik. If you bet against this market on Friday, you didn't just lose money. You were annihilated. I told you the 180,000 level was critical. I told you it was the line in the sand. Well, the Bulls didn't just defend the line. They launched a counteroffensive that will be written about in history books. Look at the scoreboard for Friday, Jan 16. KSE-100 Index closed at 185,098. Gain plus 3,642 points in a single session. Volume 959.5 million shares. This wasn't a rally. This was a short squeeze. Institutions saw the retail bears piling into shorts at 180K, and they decided to rip their faces off. They bought the index aggressively, forcing every short seller to cover at market price. That 3,600-point candle, that is the sound of bears capitulating. But, and this is a massive but, I want you to look closer. While the index skyrocketed, did your stocks participate? MCB Bank closed red at 429.50. Systems Limited, SYS, closed red at 160.22. K Electric closed red at 6.36. This is what we call a false dawn. The index went up, but the pillars of the economy, tech and banking, were left behind. Today, we dissect why this happened and how to trade the hangover on Monday. Let's analyze the crime scene. You see 959 million shares traded. Novice traders think, wow, smart money is buying. Wrong. Smart money accumulates quietly. They don't buy 900 million shares in a panic. This volume represents churn. It is day traders flipping positions and short sellers covering. The trap stocks, look at WorldCall Telecom, WTL. It closed at 174, unchanged. Despite a 3,600-point rally in the index, the favorite retail stock didn't move a single pesa. Why? Because liquidity didn't flow to the junk. It flowed to the index heavies to manipulate the points. The operators pumped OGDC and PPL to lift the index, while leaving the retail favorites to rot. If you are holding WTL, you are in a zombie trade. It's not dead, but it's not alive. I told you the war trade was energy, and energy delivered. This is where the real money was made on Friday. 1. Oil and Gas Development Company, OGDC, closed at 322.86. It hit a high of 329.00. With the Malacca Strait blocked and Trump squeezing Venezuela, investors realized that OGDC is the only company in Pakistan that benefits from a global crisis. It earns in dollars. It is your currency hedge. 2. Attic Refinery, ATRL, closed at 766.78, up from 764. It is grinding higher. But look at National Refinery, NRL, closed at 435.56, down minus 0.75. This is the divergence. The market is picking winners. ATRL has the diesel premiums. NRL is struggling with crude sourcing. My strategy, stick with the winner. ATRL is the leader. Do not try to be clever by buying the laggard NRL. In a war market, laggards get shot. Now, let's look at today, Monday, Jan 19. We have a very specific event on the calendar. Trust Securities and Brokerage Limited, TSBE. Board meeting, today at 2:30 p.m. in Karachi. Agenda, to consider the matter other than financial results. The stock, TSBE, closed at 3.81 on Friday. The play, when a brokerage firm calls an emergency meeting for other than financials during a bull run, rumors fly. Merger, acquisition, right issue, action. Watch the volume at 10 a.m. If TSBE crosses $4, the rumor mill is active. This is a high-risk, high-reward punt. If you play it, get in early and get out before the announcement at 2:30 p.m. Do not hold through the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news is the law. Here is your advice for the next 4 hours. 1. The FOMO open, 9:30 to 10 a.m. The market will gap up. Retail will chase the 3,600-point rally. Do not buy the open. The index is at 185,098. Resistance is at 185,500. We are hitting a ceiling. If you buy Miesenvike, MEBL, at 490, closed 488.96, you are buying the top of the range. 2. The profit taking, 10:30 a.m. Smart money will use the retail buying to offload. Watch TRG. It rallied to 77.48. If it fails to break 78.50, sell it. The tech sector is still vulnerable to interest rates. 3. The gold standard. Stick to OGDC and PPL. The geopolitical situation hasn't improved over the weekend. Oil is still the king. Any dip in OGDC to 315 to 318 is a buying opportunity. The golden rule for Monday. Friday was a party. Monday is the hangover. Don't let the green candles fool you into forgetting the risks. The Saudi exit is still looming on February 1st. Stay sharp, stay liquid. I'm Malik. Good luck. Disclaimer. StockSense is an educational platform. I am an analyst, not a financial advisor. The strategies discussed here are based on data and market speculation. The stock market is a high-risk environment. Do not trade money you cannot afford to lose.
do your own research.